Hello YouTubers, welcome back to another Doctor by 10thdoctor video, and today, well, bit of a change. I've moved the test wall to this side because, look at that. So these are the walls. I actually got that piece of board today. Was it this one? No, it was that one, but I've extended it because it's a scrap piece of board. That was from the front of a girder, and instead of throwing it away, I repurposed it. It's a tiny bit thicker, but it'll do the job, and I'm gonna have to sort that out at some point. Basically, I got the cutout there, which, if you want to know how to get that, go on the 10th Doctor's TARDIS playset, take it apart, get the base, draw the base out onto a piece of cardboard, cut the cardboard out, and draw them on, like that. And then, what I did is I put masking tape over the black lines. It's a bit still wet on the black lines, and then I got the spray paint because I had no black paint. I just did it in blotches instead. See, I got it there. Don't matter because you won't see it. But I got it in blotches, and then I brushed it with a brush, and then let it all dry. Same for this side. And then I got the masking tape went on the inside of the black hexagon, and then you see where it's like penciled in now. I basically did a coat in this dark brown. In fact, I've got it down here. This burnt brown, which I bought the other day, and I have a smidge of raw sienna, which there's a tiny bit left in there. So I got those. I first went with the dark brown, which is basically this colour. Then what I did is I got the raw sienna and the cream paint that I use for the rims. Mix them together in this little lid, and then brush it on. It gives it that lightness like on the actual TARDIS. They're not 3D, but I will be putting circles around these things and getting some sort of diffuser or something to go in front of these. I don't know where to go paint the things on, then do the squiggly lines, or get a bowl or a paper plate, cut it, then do the squiggly lines, then get something inside them. So these two are done. That one looks slightly darker than this one, so I might do a bit of a touch up in places on this board, but this one's fine. I left the edges because on the edges on the actual TARDIS walls themselves have got this like bruising effect. That's what I was trying to accomplish here. Same for this bit. Now I could theoretically paint that, but I haven't got enough paint to do it with. But all I need is black, and I need some dark brown, which is burnt brown. Now I need some raw sienna mixed with some cream paint, and then just wipe it on in places. Now the roundels themselves don't match up properly, because that was just a tiny bit too tall. So to fix the issue, what I'll do is I'll trim it a little bit so it's the same height as that one, screw it up, and it should be more or less in line, hopefully. But as my first attempt on actual walls, they look really good. So yeah. Now to get the red setting, aka the paradox mode, the plug's underneath there, so if I want to put it on, I'll just plug it in. This was the paint I was using, which dries pretty quick actually. And then I also used that paint to paint this, which is meant to look like that dial switch thing that you see on the TARDIS. I did have black duct tape going across the whole thing, but it just kept peeling off, and I thought I might as well just use what's left in there to paint this. So that looks better. So you can actually turn it. I fell onto the console a little bit. I've got to screw that back on properly. And then the paperweight landed on here, but it broke the fall on there, and that seems to be holding fine. That's just moved. But yeah. So they're the paints I need, so I'm going to document it. Burnt umber, raw sienna, late, I think it's called. I can't pronounce it, still can't. And of course, black for the hexagons. The console hasn't really changed apart from painting that. But it looks really cool. In fact, if I stand here, close the door a little bit, you can get the idea. But it's not done yet. I am really happy with the walls. I've also done it in a way where it overlaps a bit as well, just to make it easier. I also put the wall there, the test wall, which will probably be painted in the near future, but for now it's just staying there, which lights up a lot better actually, that one. If I do modes, you can see which one. But yeah, that I've got some brush on paint as well, black brush on paint, which I could probably do those with, but I was speaking to the bio doctor, aka Aaron, a friend of mine on Instagram and Facebook. For the shapes, he used little cardboards, rectangle things going around the whole thing, with like a bowl, like a polystyrene bowl, and then a plastic bowl inside. I might do that, but I will probably do the detailing and then put a plate or something over it and then put something inside to diffuse the light. Especially this one. Let's readjust that one. So yeah. But yeah, I am really happy with this wall. It looks really cool. But yeah. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like and of course subscribe. See you guys in the next video. Check out my other social media such as my two Instagram accounts. My tardis build account is @tardis10. My main Instagram is @spicer10. My TikTok @the real 10th doctor. Alonzo.